Today I'm going to show you how to make a really luxurious white chocolate and raspberry cheesecake. This is a no-bake cheesecake, so you don't have to put it in the oven. And I'm going to talk you through the ingredients really quick and what you need to do before you're about to start making a cheesecake. The prep is going to take you about 10 minutes. The actual making of the cheesecake is also only going to take you about 10-15 minutes. So this is a really quick recipe and it definitely has the wow factor. Here I've got shortcake biscuits, but you can use digestives or hobnobs or something else if you like. I've got, I think, about 150 grams here. It's about 16 biscuits, but more or less depending on what size tin you're going to use and how you want to spread it out. Sometimes people like to put it up the side, but I'm not going to on this recipe. I have 200 grams of white chocolate, 250 grams of mascarpone, 284 millilitres of double cream, otherwise known as 10 ounces, 50 grams of icing sugar, 150 grams of fresh raspberries, but you could use frozen raspberries if you want to. I've got 4 to 5 teaspoons of butter, and I've got 400 grams of Philadelphia. You can use any cream cheese you like. Make sure it's full fat, because the other kind, the low fat kind, is a bit too watery and you really won't get the texture that you're looking for. What you do is you're going to shave off a little bit of this chocolate, and I'll show you that in a second, and then you're going to put the rest of it in a microwave or over a pan of simmering water, and you're just going to just melt that. You're also going to just melt the butter, and you're going to crush the biscuits. I've already washed and dried all of my raspberries. If you want to use frozen raspberries, you can actually just use them frozen. You don't need to defrost them for this recipe. And all of the cream and the cheeses and everything, all of that is at room temperature. So I'm going to make my crust now. These are really fine. Just pour a bit on. Don't pour the whole lot on, because you don't know how much you're actually going to need. To make the filling is really simple. Add your cream. You can use whipping cream or you can use double cream. I'm using Elmley, but I would have used fresh if it was available, so whichever cream you like. Your 2 tubs of Philadelphia. All of this has to be at room temperature, otherwise you're going to have an absolute git trying to combine it. I found out the hard way. And your entire tub of mascarpone. If you don't have mascarpone, you can't find it, or you don't want to buy it because it's expensive, just use cream cheese. So instead of using that 250 grams of mascarpone, you're going to use an extra 250 grams of Philadelphia, or whatever brand you like. And to that, I'm also going to add a splash of lemon extract and my powdered sugar, confectioner's sugar, icing sugar, whatever you call it. And we're going to mix it. Start slowly. Okay. That was spinning for about a minute, and I scraped it down once. Just giving it a quick scrape down again. And I'm now going to add my white chocolate. Now, this has been about 20 minutes now, so it has cooled. Don't add hot chocolate into this mixture, because warm things are not good with this kind of cheese. So just spoon a bit of the mixture into your pan and literally just spread it out to give yourself a little bit of a base. Okay, once you've gone through and you've just got a nice thin layer, just get a handful of raspberries and just pop them in. Now add a generous amount of filling on the top. Right, the last thing we're going to do is add some strawberries into the mixture. But not all of them, because we want some for garnish. And now we're going to spread that on the top. Using my spatula, I smoothed out the top, and I'm just going to show you my super quick garnish, which you don't need to do, you could just leave it like this. However, what I have here are just the leftover raspberries. I'll just pile those in the centre. And I have my chocolate shavings from earlier. And I just put them over the top. Right, so that's the cheesecake. I would recommend that you put it in the fridge overnight, but if you can't wait overnight, then stick it in the fridge for a bit to let it cool down mostly, and then stick it in the freezer until you're about to serve. And when you do, because you've put it in the freezer, you'll find that this comes off and it leaves a really neat line. So if you freeze it before you're going to take the paper off, you'll find you get a better result. I will show you what it looks like when it's out. Thank you very much for watching.